Good morning, students. I hope everyone is staying at home. Please stay at home and stay safe. So I am Mahesh. I am your maths teacher. So welcome to 6th class. Okay, the 6th class mathematics syllabus is, so it contains 14 chapters. First chapter is knowing our numbers. Okay, so what are the numbers we should know? Okay, so suppose if I write 0, 1, 2, 3, so this we can call it as digits, not numbers. Okay, if I write 1, 2, so this is a 12 number. So here we are going to learn about the very large numbers and arranging the numbers in ascending order, descending order. Okay, so applications of large numbers in our day-to-day life, where we are using the bigger numbers. Suppose our mobile number, it contains 10 digits. Okay, Aadhaar card number, it contains 16 digits. So that's a huge bigger number. So where we are using the bigger numbers in our day-to-day life. Okay, so we can learn in the first chapter. Next, whole numbers. So whole numbers is a one type of number. We have learned already natural numbers. Natural numbers start from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. And whole number starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay, 0 will be included in the natural numbers. So we have to represent these whole numbers on a number line, and addition of whole numbers and properties, commutative property, associative property, distributive property. So we have to apply these whole numbers for those properties. Okay. Next, playing with the numbers. If you know the numbers, we can play with it. So we have to find the LCM and HCF. What is meant by prime number and what is meant by composite number. So what is the divisibility rules? If you know the divisibility rules, you can easily say, so this number should be divisible by 8 number. So otherwise by the particular number. Okay. Just by observing the question. Okay. Just by observing the question, you can say, so this will be divisible by particular number. How? If you know the divisibility rules. So divisibility rules topic is available in playing with numbers. Next, basic geometrical ideas. So this chapter will give the basic idea about the geometry. So geometry mean by, here we have to learn what is meant by point, what is meant by line, circle, rectangle, okay, square, 2-dimensional diagram, 3-dimensional diagram. Just a basic idea about the geometry. Next, measures of lines and angles. So what type of lines we have and how can we measure them? By using scale, by using compass, and also angles. We can use the protractor to measure the angle, and also we can use the compass. Next, integers. So integers also one of the type of numbers, natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. Integers are denoted by the letter I or Z. Integers contains negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers. So integers is a combination of positive numbers, negative numbers and 0. And we have to represent these integers on a number line and basic operations. So addition of integers, subtraction of integers, we are going to learn in this chapter, 6th chapter. Next, fractions and decimals. Already you come across in from 5th class. Okay, fractions, for example 2 by 3, which is in the form of P by Q. The numbers which are in the form of P by Q are 2 by 3, otherwise minus 4 by 5 are known as fractions. Okay, or plus 4 by 5 are fractions. Decimals mean by, you can write 2.3, 6.25, 3.78. Okay, so this is known as decimal point. Okay, this part is known as integral part. Right hand side part is decimal part. Okay, so you are going to learn to add the decimals or subtracting or multiplication of decimals in this chapter. Next, data handling. You are completely new to this chapter. So in this data handling, we have to make larger data in a pictorial form. Okay, pictorial form mean by, we have to show in terms of image, photo. Okay, and you can choose the bar method also, bar graph method. You have to draw the graphs here. Next, introduction to algebra. So introduction to algebra. So in this chapter we are going to learn about the numbers which are involving the variables. Okay, the numbers which are involving the variables, and we have to learn addition of algebra and subtraction of algebra here. Next, perimeter and area. In this chapter, you have to know particularly what is the perimeter and what is the area definitions. Okay, and also you have to know the formulas for particular solid objects. Okay, otherwise maybe a 2D diagrams. So rectangle, square, circle. Okay, what is the area of circle? What is the area of rectangle? What is the area of square? What is the perimeter of rectangle formula? What is the perimeter formula for square? So these formulas you are going to learn, and you have to apply those formulas. Ratio and proportion. So what is meant by ratio? If I say 2:3 or 1:2, okay, these are known as ratios. Then why we are using these ratios and proportions in our life? To compare any other quantities. Okay, to compare 2 or 3 quantities, we are using ratio and proportion. Next, symmetry. So symmetry is nothing but identical objects. Okay, identical. And similar triangles, similar figures and congruent figures, and somewhat about the symmetry. Next, practical geometry. So practical geometry means by they used to ask the question to draw the 30 degrees angle, okay, without using the protractor, and 45 degrees angle without using the protractor. Okay, just by using the compass we have to measure these angles. Okay. Next, understanding 3D and 2D shapes. So 3D mean by 3-dimensional, 2D mean by 2-dimensional. Okay, so we have to understand the figures. So 3-dimensional are having length, breadth, height. 2-dimension is having only length and breadth. Okay, so we have to understand which type of objects are 3-dimensional and which type of objects are 2-dimensional figures. Okay. So and we have to discuss the first chapter, knowing our numbers. The first chapter is what? Knowing our numbers. Okay. So first, digits. What are the digits? Digits. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So these all are known as digits. They are not numbers. Okay, don't call them these are numbers. Okay, the individual element is known as digit. Okay, numbers mean by numbers 10, 11, 12 and 13 and so on. Okay, so these are the numbers. Here in this chapter we are going to learn what is the bigger number and what is the smaller number. Suppose for the first question I am asking you, so 25 and 36, what is the bigger number here? Okay, identify the bigger number. Suppose here, how do you identify this number? So first look at its first digit, 2. What is the first digit here? 3. So is it 2 is the bigger one or 3 is the bigger one? So 3 is the bigger one. So we can write, so this is the bigger number. Okay, observe the first one. So going to the second question, 226 and 228. Which is the bigger number here? See, if you see the first one, 2, both are same. Then go for the second digit. Okay, 2. And here also we have 2. Here also both the digits are same. Then go for the third digit. So what is the third digit? 6. Here what is the third digit? 8. In between the 6 and 8, which is the bigger one? So 8 is the bigger one. So this is the bigger number. Okay. Next. So 999, 999, 1000. In these two numbers, which is the bigger number? See, if you observe, 9 is the bigger one, first one. This is the one, very smaller one. So obviously we will say 999 is a bigger number, 1000 is a smaller number. Is it correct answer? No, because if you count the digits, number of digits, here we have how many digits? Only 3 digits. 1, 2, 3. But here you have how many digits? 4 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. First look about the digits, number of digits. If the number of digits are same, then go for the first number. Okay. So here this is 999 contains only 3 digits. 1000 contains 4 digits. So which is the bigger one? This is the bigger one because it contains 4 digits. Bigger. So what you will see in the numbering type? First one, number of digits. Next one, first digit you should observe. If it is same, go for the second digit. If it is same, go for the third digit. If it is same, go for the fourth digit. Okay? If you want to decide that given number is a bigger one or smaller one, so first to count the number of digits in a given number. First you count the number of digits. If the number of digits is same, then go for the second option. What is that? So look at the first digit. Is the first digit is same? If it is same, go for the second digit. If the second digit is same, go for the third digit. If the third digit is same, go for the fourth digit. Then in between the 4 and 5 digits, we can decide that given number is a bigger number or otherwise shorter number. Okay. Suppose for example, I am giving you some questions. 2984 and 3424. Identify which is the bigger number. Okay. See, first one, what is the solution? What is the rule? First we have to count the number of digits. So number of digits. So number of digits in 2984 is equal to how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 digits. Next, in the second number of digits. So in this number, what are the number of digits here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 digits are here. See, if the number of digits are same, see first rule, if the number of digits is same, then you have to go for second rule. What is the second rule? First digit. What is the first digit here? 2. Here is what? 3. Okay. So here the first digit is 2. Here the first digit is 3. So you can easily say this first number is second number is the bigger number. Did you understand? See, first go with the number of digits. If the number of digits is same, then go for the first digit, second digit, third digit and fourth digit. So for example, 2984 and 3424. In these two numbers, which is the bigger one? Okay, to identify that, we have to count the number of digits. So in this number, what are the number of digits? 4. Those are 2, 9, 8, 4. Then go for the second one. Number of digits in 3424 is what? 4 digits only. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if the number of digits is same, then you can go for the second rule. What is the second rule? First digit. Just observe the first digit. So if you observe the first digit, here we have 2 and here we have 3. So we can say directly this is the bigger number. Okay. If you know the bigger number, identification of bigger number and smaller number, we can write the given numbers in ascending order or descending order. Okay. If you know how to identify the bigger number and smaller number, then only we can write in ascending order or descending order. So first, what is meant by ascending order? So ascending order mean by we are writing the smaller numbers to bigger numbers. First we have to write the small numbers, then we can go for the bigger numbers. Okay. So for example, so 25, 38, 46, 11, 9 and 3. So write in ascending order. Write in ascending order. So write the following numbers in ascending order. So solution. What are the given numbers? So write first given numbers. Given numbers are, right, 25, 38, 46, 11, 9 and 3. So in these numbers, which is the bigger number? Just identify. Okay, ascending order. So ascending order mean by what? We have to write the number series from smaller number to bigger number. So identify the smaller number here, first one. So obviously 3 is the smaller one. Next 9, next 11, next you can write 25, next 38 and 46. Okay, this is the ascending order. See, 3 is the smaller number than the 9, 9 is a smaller number than the 11, 11 is smaller number than the 25, 25 is smaller than the 38, 38 is smaller than the 46. See, continuously the numbers are increasing. Increasing order you have to write. Okay, not in decreasing order. Okay, increasing order. Increasing order. So all this information note it down in your fair notes. Okay, so thank you.